Welcome everyone, I'm John. This is the crypto channel where I educate everybody in crypto and also a bit about what's going on in the world, mindset, how important it is that you keep half of your money on a safe place and the rest you can keep it in dollars or US or in euros, but I would prefer dollars instead of euros if I was you. I'm gonna start off with what I lasted yesterday. I was gonna show you how much money there was printed and how far we were going with cryptocurrency, because we are going to a huge inflationary. Like you can see, there are already people with bills. Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe is this, and this is a $100 trillion bill. This is an actually bill that they print, so they can use it to people. But if you can imagine, if we have bills like that in euros, can you imagine how much your money is worth on the bank at that point? That is what happens when you have a huge inflation like we are seeing today, or in this time of. Here we have the dollar that's been printed. The left side we see the billions of dollars, and on the other side we see the age or the years that we are printing at this point. Now we can see to 14 till 20, that was quite okay. We were going upwards, of course. We started from 2 to 4, maybe 2,000,006, somewhere like that. Sorry, 2.6 billion. Sorry, 2006 billion, and we have printed now in the last year, so we are from 2020 till 21, we have printed to above 6, so that means that the amount that we printed in 6 years, we just printed that in a year. So you can imagine if we have every year 2 to 4% inflation normally, so 4, 8, 16, 20, 24, 28. So that means that we at least have now 28 extra percentage in inflation. And this is only from 21. We are at this point 22, halfway already, and the money printing has never stopped. If I can find the picture for this, I will show you tomorrow, but you can imagine if this keeps going, what that will do to our currency, what we are trading with today. And you may be saying, okay, we are using the euro. True. In our countries and most of our European countries, we use euros. That's correct. But it does not mean that we are safe from inflation, because we are a bit backed or a bit correlated with the dollar. And the more the dollar goes up or be printed, the more euros needs to be printed to buy also out of the debt that they have made. People really need to understand that this is a serious thing, and that they need to be prepared. Prepare yourself for something that can come along. It's not a nice thing that will come along, but you can see a chart from here for yourself. This is an actual chart from the site itself, where you can find this on the Feds, with the people that own really the money printing. And you can see it from yourself. If you want to take a look, do so please. Make sure that you understand what this is doing to our money system and what's really going on, because if this keeps going, we will be having a huge inflation. That means that even for the next year, I count 30 to 40% extra again. So that means everything that's now on a price of 10 euros, that means that 40% extra, that will be 14 to 15 euro by next year, or by the end of the year. That's only 6 months from now. That means that this is huge, people. Please pay attention, put your money that is safer, in a safer zone. And that's why I'm here. I'm making sure that you guys understand cryptocurrency and what to do. I will be starting from today also with education for cryptocurrency, so that you know where to go, what is a safe place, how to do it. I'll try to do this also in my live streams, because I don't need to cut, paste and everything, do with these movies. Keeps a bit of my time safer for myself, because otherwise these movies making take a lot of time off the hand. I do like it, but I do not want to spend whole day just making movies. I do not have the time for that. I still need to make some money for myself too. I still have a family to take care of, so I do not have the whole day doing this. I still teach cryptocurrency in the background. I still teach mindset in the background, so I do not have 4 hours or 5 hours a day just making this happen. Like I said last time, already doing something new again. I also have a new corporation that I'm started, and that is a mining corporation. If you want, you can invest in my corporation. The minimum investment is between 1,000 and the maximum is 50k that you can invest at this point in my thing. And I give you an annual of 2% a month at this point that you get for free every month, straight away paid out at your bank account. You do not need to wait at all, you just get it straight on your bank account from me, or if you want in cryptocurrency, of course, because this is how I like to play it also, or pay for it also. It's your choice. If you want to, just give me an email or put a comment on the comment zone, and I will take a look at your comment and react to it. Now, what did the market do today? Like I said yesterday, it was a special day. If it stayed above crucial points, like this was a crucial point that it had to stay above. I would love to see it hit the other points. It did not stay above my channel, so that I do not like. It's inside this channel at this point, plus this is a hammer. That meant that the market would change direction. I would like to see it hit this key level again before we continues going upwards. And at this point it seems like it's going to do that, but everybody has heard the news, I guess, that Elon Musk have sold like 50% of their Bitcoin account. Please do not believe the news, it's just a rumor. He will not sell at this level his coins, or he must have bought it back in March 2020 when the price was like $3,000. Then he still made a beautiful profit of about, let me take a look, about 500%. So that's a beautiful profit. Then maybe he would have sold a bit, but if he bought somewhere up in these regions around the 10,000 euros, I do not think that he would sold it off at this point. That would have been not a smart move. And if he would have sold 57% of his holdings, I think we would have been down way more. I think we would more been around this region around here, because if you have calculated how much they bought in Bitcoins, that was a huge amount, especially because if you could count how much he would have taken a sell-off, we would have dumped straight away around 12k, I guess, and we would have already be down here. But of course, we do not see any movement in the market. And also, and please remember, if we see a market change direction, I will tell you. And the second one, what the news do or says, do the opposite. What did they say about Dogecoin? He started talking about it and everybody is going upwards. Yeah, he started telling you around this region, I bought Dogecoin. And then what did he do? We pumped up and we turned down. Everybody started jumping in around this region because they heard the news and they all wanted to go in. They thought it was going to the moon at that point, and it did not. So people were left with nothing again. And now he's doing just the same, but the opposite. Like you've heard here, he was selling you I'm selling. And now he's saying here, I'm selling. Here he said, I'm buying. Of course not. He's just buying at this point, and he is waiting until it's risen up a bit more. And then around 30,000, he will say, yeah, I'm starting to buy again. Now it's the point. People will start buying and it will dump again. They want you to do the opposite of what is good for yourself. So that's why it's better not to that's why it's better not to listen too much to these informations. They are not accurate and they are bad for your health. Now up to a bit of education. That was already a lot of education, I must say, for the people that are new into cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency is a nice deflation coin, because there are only 21 million pieces of it, and every 10 minutes we have like one block that's been has been mined, and after that block has been mined we have a closed block, and then again 10 minutes later we have again a block that's mined, and so on and so on. Now let's take a look at the market. We did came back to prior highs of this channel. If we have a big candle, I always say we go back halfway. Now you can see we perfectly did that. We ended halfway. So this was a nice entry point around this level. This top one would have been a nice entry point. Am I sure that we're going back upwards at this point? No, I'm not. These are two red candles and they show me that we are continuous going to this prior high level. Why do I see this? It's just what I see in the market at this point. Oh, I'm shorting this market because I saw this yesterday. I entered the market around here, 23,000 and a bit. I saw him go to 24, and when he did not keep it up at 24, I knew that we were going back downwards. So I shorted the market from here to here. That's about 5% that I made. At a 3x, that's 15%, so I'm glad that I made that profit. Can I say anything more about this market at this point? Not really. It looks like we will be going down to this key level here. After that, we will continue to go in this channel. If he breaks through this key level, we will go straight away back to here. Oh, sorry, here. We have been pushing up this level. Normally we always see 3 levels, so we only see 1, 2. The third one is now onto it. So we can go back to like 20k and then go back up. But normally I think we will end it here or to this key level here and then go straight back up to 25, 27, 28, somewhere here at around this region we will end next time. So my trade is ready to go in. So this is still a 22% that we can make if we do this a 2 or 3x. That means that we make 75%. So that's a huge trade. It's a beautiful trade, and we cannot let this one lay for without grabbing that one. If you're new into cryptocurrency, wait for another dip before buying. This is not the time to start buying at this point, because I do not see it end up here for a long time. When the news is telling you it's time to go backwards, when it's time to buying, then we are going to short the market for sure, because I'm sure if we short this part from here back to here, that's another 40%, 3x, so that's 120% our money. That means that we will make around 2,500 euros just for this trade downwards, and I see this happening in September somewhere. Why do I tell you it's September? Because we were doing this the same last year. If people have been following me a bit, we know that we have been September the 6th we were high 8th and we made a dump around 24. So, and this was a drop from 25%. Mine would be 40, but we're not in a bull run at this point. We're still in a bear market. Why do I tell you guys this? Because 2017, other chart. This is 2017, June, that's 19. Here is the bull market of 2017. I just zoom in this part. As you can see, we were up, down. Now we've hit this bottom for me, and now we're doing this part. Back upwards, back down, back upwards, back down. So, and then we will be in a flat range for another year or so. After this, before we went back upwards to the same levels, this is 398 days. People will start forgetting about crypto at that point, but in the background I will always do one chat a day, so that you keep being informed. If you keep following my work, you will be taking buys around these levels. If we ever make it to these low levels, that would be nicely to take an entry. And if you follow my work, you will definitely be in that entry too. For new people that are investing into crypto, I got one advice. I would say, if you want to buy cryptocurrencies at this point, I would only buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why? Because those coins are at this point the most safe ones, and the less ones that will go down in percentage. Bitcoin is the one that goes the most less one down in percentage, but also Ethereum is a good one, because those two will be the main coins that are still the most built on and want to keep going. On Bitcoin now they are building a third layer. So the first layer was the Lightning Network, so that the people can do more transactions, with Bitcoins, because they only had that much megabytes to transfer every minute, and every 10 minutes there was a block, and then they had new megabytes to start transfer money around. With the Lightning Network, they had more transfer and more megabytes to transfer from left to right, so that was better. Now they're making a third layer on top of it to make sure that more currencies can work on the Bitcoin network, and also that they can trade NFTs and anything else around Web3, that they can put it on to the blockchain of Bitcoin. So that's very important news and very nice news. If you don't understand yet what Lightning Network is, one of my educations later on I will be showing you what that is. I'm not sure I'll be doing this online or if I will just do this on my Discord group. I'm not sure yet. I will see what time brings and how much time I have to make it into a complete movie. If I do have time to make it in a movie, then it will be on both of my channels. Still, if you want to join my Discord, you're still able to do it for free for another 9 days. After those 9 days, the free option will be closed forever, and nobody will be joining for free anymore. Then you will have to pay another 10 euros a month to be able to see my insights, and also to see what I buy, trade, before I make a movie about it, if I do trades. Now let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is making a retest at this point. If this one stays above here, that's a beautiful candle. That means that we have an upward sign again. We had a trend line right here that was broken. Maybe just not. If I take a slower against it, no, it's not broken yet. Like you can see, we taken 3 touches, 1, 2, 3, and now he's touched it again. So if we do not break through this trend line, we are continuous going upwards, because the trend has not been broken yet. This was a doji saying that we were going the different direction. Here we have bearish entanglement that also shows that we are going a different direction. But here we have again a bullish entanglement. So this one, if this one stays above, that means that we are going upwards. In the daily candles, we are making halfway again, so that's good to see. That means that we have closed off this market to here. Yeah, for me, we continues going upwards. We will hit the next key level, that's 1700 and a bit. And then afterwards, we will have to wait and look what the market brings us at that point. Gala, I love this one. If you ever want to invest into gaming coins by next year somewhere, please do so. But wait until Bitcoin has made a very high peak and then start investing in them. You will be straight away in profit then. It's just a tip that I give you guys so that you know what to do and when to do it. This is a beautiful retest. I do not like that he has broken this trend line. This was a fake breakout and he made it back inside. And he's retesting these closure levels. I think we are ending this previous highs and we are going to the next stage. Should have drawn a bit better. It's not perfectly on the wicks. Okay, we still have a bit more to go before we are at the end of that wick. Maybe let's take a draw Fibonacci and see what the Fibonacci says us. If you do not yet know what a Fibonacci is, that's okay. And maybe look at one of my trading movies. You can see it there, what a Fibonacci is. That's the beauty of science and numerology. If this is his lowest part at this point. If we would head back, this is the prior high level, so we should go back to these levels for the next retest. If you want to close off this market, and that means about 160%. So that's a very nice gaining. We will be taking an eye at this one because I'm mining this coin too. This is a Web3 coin. Anything that's Web3 for the next coming bull run will be very bullish on, especially gaming coins too, because we are heading into a new age and gaming will be the new football. Like you say, yeah, like people watch people on the football to let them shot into a goal, then people will be watching just television, people gaming. Yeah, for some people that's still strange, but that's how life is. It goes fast and people are already buying or being paid for gaming. And now with Web3 we have completely ownership about everything. And it's amazing to see how people are willing to pay a lot of money for virtual reality stuff. It's easier to sell, they say. Even the very rich people are already buying a whole lot of it. And I've been looking into it and it's not cheap, I must say. It's more than a house in from where I am, and they buy it like candy at this point. They say it will be worth millions in the future. If you have some spare money and you know enough, maybe something to do, take a look at it. It's very nice for people to start investing in those things. That will be it for today. I promised my kids that I would have a game night tonight, so it's already 8:30, 20 before 9, so game night, it's a bit game evening instead of game night. I will be back tomorrow a bit more prepared and showing you a bit different sites. I will also show you which exchanges I use, why I use them, how to start investing in them. I will also show you a few decentralized wallets so that you can take a look what wallets you can do. I will do it online, maybe install it completely, that you guys can follow up how to do it. Maybe you're interested, maybe you're not. We will see tomorrow. If you want to see something different about cryptocurrency or you want to be educated in some way, please let me know that I can help you guys out. I wish you all the best. I wish you all a good evening and I see you all tomorrow. Ciao!